So all the talk is about what the Chicago Bears have done with offense, and rightly so, right? I mean, adding a potentially generational quarterback, a six-time Pro Bowler added in Keenan Allen, plus the player I personally believe was the best receiving prospect in the whole draft. That's Romo Dunze. Adding Swift. I mean, it just goes on and on. But here's the thing, though. There was a key move that may be the linchpin of everything defensively, and that was the signing of Kevin Byard. This is a huge addition that most people, they're ignoring it as significant, and we're not going to do that here. Two words sum up why: toughness and versatility. And what's up? This is Sports Talk Bears. I'm your host, Sean. Hey, we have built such an amazing, positive community here. Join us, if you will, as we drive towards 10,000 subscribers. Like and subscribe, please. Would love to have you. So, toughness and versatility, right? This is the shot in the arm that this defense needs in an already dominant secondary. And this is still a team with a ready-made defense starting from last year. Halfway through the season, we were playing incredibly well. And a seemingly small improvement in Kevin Byard. It's just going to pay huge dividends. And former Bears exec Greg Gabriel agrees. I'm going to go to this story on WindyCityGridiron.com. You guys, this is a great source. It is the gold standard in Bears coverage. Give them your eyes. So let's go to this story. I'm going to highlight this quote here as well. And former Bears exec Greg Gabriel, he believes that this was a huge move, one that'll make the Bears way more difficult to beat. And it's so much more than simply switching out a much-loved veteran in Eddie Jackson, one of my favorite Bears of all time, switching him out for Byard. It's partially a matter of, yes, once again, toughness and versatility. And on top of this, maybe it's easy to say now, but the Bears' investments in the secondary by GM Ryan Poles via the draft, we're talking Gordon, Stevenson, Smith, Brisker. Don't overlook Smith. Terrell Smith is a great prospect. All these now look brilliant. And it wasn't done by throwing money at free agency, money at free agents. I mean, look at how well these Bears drafts have really been. They've been incredible. Now you add to that a strategic spend in free agency in Kevin Byard, a wise move. And you know what? Let's just let scout Greg Gabriel break this down. And this is from Greg. With Byard and Brisker paired together, the Bears may have one of the fastest sets of safeties in the league. Both were timed 4.46 or better when they came out of college. And without question, it's the most physical set of safeties in years. What will help the safeties this year is that the Bears coaches have changed how the safeties line up. Instead of a free and strong safety, that's the traditional setup, the Bears safeties will now line up left and right. In essence, both will play free or strong, depending on the offensive formation. And when I was with the Giants in the Parcells years, this is how we played our safeties. By being left and right instead of strong and free, it can cause confusion for the offense as to what the coverage is, and that helps the defense as a whole. And this is a really interesting way to line up your safeties. It's something that I think teams would do it more if they had the personnel, and the addition of Kevin Byard, it gives us the personnel to do this. And this versatility, it adds a whole new dimension to the Bears defense. Excuse me. So if your safeties are only playing a specific role, right? Teams can many times, they can get a telegraph look at the back end of the defense. Last year, Jackson, right? He was always in coverage, and Brisker, he played the strong spot up in the box, roaming the line of scrimmage. With the Bears eliminating that, offenses, they can no longer see what's coming through safety configuration, constantly flipping your responsibilities, always moving. Combine that with Kevin Byard's toughness, his penchant for turnovers. This could be the best move made this offseason to add teeth and unpredictability to this defense. So looking at Kevin Byard specifically, he's an 8-year veteran, 2-time Pro Bowler. He was signed for 2 years for an average of $7.5 million, about half of what Jackson was slated to make before his release. I think Jackson was slated to make in about the $13 million range, and it just wasn't worth it. He's really excited to be a part of this team as well. And I'm going to pull some quotes for a story ran on ChicagoBears.com. Just a great profile on Kevin Byard when he was signed. So let's pull some quotes for that. I really like what Coach Matt Eberflus is building here as a team. This is Byard saying during his introductory press conference at Hallis Hall. There's a lot of things to be excited about. This defense has a lot of great pieces here for sure, especially in the secondary. On top of that, Kevin Byard goes on with saying, I see a hungry defense. I see guys who want to be successful. I see guys having fun together, making plays. You want to be part of something like that. That's what's exciting for me. Just having a lot of pieces already in place on this defense. I can just come in and do what I need to do to help this team and help this defense take it to the next level. So let's look at this specifically, what we have in Byard. The Bears are adding a ninth-year pro. He's appeared in 130 games with 121 starts. And the stats from those games are 749 tackles, 28 interceptions, 66 pass breakups, 4 forced fumble recoveries, 3 forced fumbles. That was 4 recoveries on 3 forced fumbles, 15 tackles for loss, 4 sacks, 2 defensive touchdowns. I mean, let's look at what that interception number is. That's 28 interceptions. That would be tied for 5th most among active NFL players. We are getting a guy who attacks the ball, who has that it factor with turnovers. Also, let's look at that as far as Bears history. That would rank 5th in the Bears history behind Fensick with 38, Pettibon with 37, Tillman with 36, Wolford, forget about Donnell Wilford. I haven't heard that name in a long time at 32. But he's going to be a player in the class with Peanut Tillman as far as causing turnovers. And he also brings incredible durability to Hallis Hall. This guy's never missed a game. He's never even missed a practice due to an injury during his whole career. And that spans 8 years. And he talked to reporters about the only time that he's missed practice. It's been for the births of his 3 children. I think that's an excuse absence, right? To hear it from Byard. I've been blessed. I take body maintenance in my career very seriously when it comes to off the field, recovery, nutrition, doing all those things. They say availability is your best ability, right? That's been one of my best abilities for sure. You guys check out that profile. I'm going to close it down right now. I've been able to accomplish a lot of things, accolades, contracts, and stuff like that. For me, it's just about winning, just being of service. And this goes a long way with me. It should with you as well. This says a lot about what his character is. And Kevin Byard goes on to say, I'm a big man of faith. And I feel like God places you in certain places for a reason. So I'm here to find that out for sure and be of service to these guys. Like, this is his attitude joining this team to serve his fellow players. And that's just a fantastic thing for this locker room to continue. It's a younger group. So me being the elder statesman, I intend to come in and be a playmaker that I've been, but also try to mentor and help these guys as much as I can. And I can't say enough about this guy as a man and as a player. I just absolutely love this addition to the defense. And the Bears didn't make any splashes in free agency, but you could say that free agency for the Bears, it actually started early, starting last year with Montez Sweat coming in to trade during the season. We immediately paid him. And also, we did our free agency in-house. The most important move on this team was signing our own, getting the Jalen Johnson deal done. And for some unbelievable negotiation, this is unbelievable. The Bears got it done just a touch below the market value. So what does this say? I think this also shows a belief by Johnson that this team is building something special, right? And that he wants to stay in Chicago. And that's something that players haven't been able to say about the Bears in a very long time. And I'm glad that we're here for it. I'm glad that we're experiencing the offseason heading into this new era of Chicago football. I truly believe that this is where this is heading. And hey, it's been a fun offseason. It's going to be an even more fun regular season. We've got Hard Knocks coming up. We've got training camp right around the corner in under 70 days. And it's been a pleasure spending this time with you guys. I think actually camp isn't 70 days. It's more like 40 days, right? So, man, it's going to be so much fun. Thanks for experiencing this with me. Bear down, and we'll talk soon. See ya.